In today's world, software is absolutely everywhere. From the apps on our phones to the systems running our banks, hospitals, factories, and even global companies, software is the backbone of modern society. But who builds all of this? Behind every single piece of software, there are people who design, build, test, and maintain these complex systems. These people are software engineers. When you hear the term software engineer, you might picture someone sitting alone in a dark room, just typing code all day. But in reality, the job is so much more than that. Coding is a big part of it, yes, but it's only one piece of a much larger puzzle. So let's dive into what software engineers actually do in real-world companies. At its core, a software engineer's main responsibility is to solve problems using technology. These problems can be incredibly diverse depending on the company. Some engineers might be building the beautiful, user-friendly interfaces that you interact with every day. Others are working on the back-end systems, the hidden machinery that handles all the data, payments, and communication that makes an app work. And then there are those who focus on infrastructure, making sure that everything is fast, reliable, and can handle millions of users at once. One of the biggest misconceptions is that engineers work in isolation. The truth is, they almost never work alone. They're part of dynamic teams that include product managers, designers, quality assurance engineers, and DevOps specialists. Collaboration is everything. Engineers are constantly talking with their teammates, discussing requirements, brainstorming solutions, and reviewing each other's work. It's a highly social and team-oriented job. So, what does the day-to-day look like? Let's say a new feature is planned. The first step for an engineer is to truly understand the problem. This usually starts with meetings where product managers explain what needs to be built. A good engineer doesn't just take orders. They think critically about the request. They have to consider things like performance, security, and how the feature will scale in the long run. It's not just about making it work. It's about making it work well. Once the problem is cleared, the design phase begins. This is where the engineer architect a solution. They might choose which technologies to use, sketch out the system architecture, and plan how different parts of the software will talk to each other. Many companies require engineers to write a design document before writing a single line of code. This helps the whole team get on the same page and avoids costly mistakes down the road. Then, finally comes the coding. But this isn't just about banging out code as fast as possible. In a professional environment, code quality is paramount. Engineers strive to write code that is clean, readable, and easy for others to maintain. Why? Because that code will be read and modified by many other people over its lifetime. And to ensure quality, code is almost always reviewed by other engineers before it gets added to the main project. These code reviews are fantastic for catching bugs, improving the design, and spreading knowledge across the team. But writing the code is only half the battle. How do you know it actually works? That's where testing comes in. Engineers write automated tests that check if their code does what it's supposed to do. These tests act as a safety net, preventing future changes from accidentally breaking something that was already working. In the professional world, testing isn't an afterthought. It's a fundamental part of the development process. After the code is written and tested, it needs to be deployed, which means getting it out to the users. Engineers often work with specialized DevOps teams or sometimes handle deployment themselves. This involves pushing the code to the live production servers, monitoring how it's performing, and being ready to fix any issues that pop up. The job doesn't end when the feature is launched. Engineers are often responsible for maintaining the software they build. Another huge part of being a software engineer is continuous learning. Technology changes at a dizzying pace. New tools, new programming languages, and new best practices are emerging all the time. To stay relevant and effective, engineers have to be lifelong learners. Good companies know this and encourage their engineers to constantly improve their skills and adapt to new challenges. Now let's talk about career progression. Just like in many other professions, there are different levels for software engineers. You might start as a junior engineer, where the focus is on learning the ropes and completing well-defined tasks. As you gain experience, you might become a mid-level or senior engineer. At the senior level, you're not just coding anymore. You're mentoring junior engineers, making important architectural decisions, and helping to set the technical direction for your team or even the entire company. And I can't stress this enough, soft skills are just as important as technical skills. Things like communication, teamwork, time management, and creative problem solving are absolutely essential. An engineer often needs to explain complex technical ideas to non-technical colleagues, like product managers or designers. The ability to communicate clearly and effectively can have a massive impact on your career growth. So, to sum it all up, the role of a software engineer in a real company is a rich, multifaceted discipline. It's about so much more than just writing code. It's about creative problem solving, close collaboration, thoughtful design, rigorous testing, and a commitment to continuous learning. Software engineers are the architects and builders of the digital world, turning abstract ideas into tangible products that people use and rely on every single day. If you're thinking about a career in software engineering, I hope this gives you a more realistic and exciting picture of what the job is really like. Understanding these real-world aspects can help you set the right expectations and prepare you for the incredible challenges and rewards of this field. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more content about tech careers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.